Hi everyone. It's nice being able to spend this evening with you all despite it having to be through virtual means. When Dr. Addison asked me to speak at this honor celebration as a graduating senior, I had no idea where to start. The past 4 years have flown by so fast that this last semester didn't even feel like it was my last. But I suppose I'll start with my thank yous. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. I want to thank my parents for taking a chance on me going to film school despite the classic Filipino kid trope of becoming a nurse or a doctor. As we're told throughout our time here at UNLV Film, if you could be doing anything else, you wouldn't be in film. I want to thank my little brother Matthew for being there for every time I got excited over a cut that worked flawlessly to every time that After Effects crashed on me. Thank you for always being there as my hype man, especially when I needed it the most. I also want to thank my aunt, Drea Walter. I was lucky enough to see you go through this program as I grew up. Thank you for assuring my parents that film was a worthwhile endeavor, and most importantly, thank you for being a role model for me. Growing up, it was a little discouraging not having anyone in the industry to really identify with. But watching you accomplish all that you have so far and with what you represent, you will always serve as a reminder to me that our stories are worth telling. I want to thank all the faculty and staff of the UNLV Film Department, from the 48 to Spring Flicks to LVFF to Sundance to Cannes. We're so lucky to have all the opportunities that you give us throughout our time here. I never thought in a million years that I'd ever direct, yet I was able to direct a short film for the Las Vegas Film Festival's Young Cinema Lab. You've given us a safe space to discover our own unique styles, as well as a safe space to be able to make mistakes and to learn from them. You've created an environment and a community that feels like family, and I commend you all for that. Despite me and my fellow graduates leaving this program, that doesn't mean goodbye. Another thing we're told from the minute we join this program is that you cannot do this alone. So whether you're a freshman just starting out in this program or a graduating senior, don't be a stranger. Reach out and let's work together. Once in UNLV Film, always in UNLV Film. And finally, I feel like I should be giving you some parting advice. Before my freshman year of college, Drea texted me out of the blue Edward Dmytryk's 7 Rules of Film Editing. And the rule that always stood out to me was the 7th and final rule, which just so happens to also be engraved on the inside of my class ring. But it's substance first, then form. I always saw this rule as not only a rule for film editing, but storytelling in general. Sure, there are some filmmaking techniques that are considered the right way to film. But you aren't Scorsese, you aren't Tarantino, or any other director or filmmaker that you idolize. You're you. And only you can tell your story. What I get from this particular rule is that if the integrity of the film is still held up despite needing to break a rule, then break the rule. Those big filmmakers are so big because they broke the rules in order to tell their story. So tell yours. Thank you all for an incredible 4 years, and I look forward to working with you all soon.